Hey, how's it going? Back with another episode suggestion for CBS Radio Mystery Theater. Today we're talking about The Moonlighter, which is another episode that stars Howard Silva and Robert Dryden and also written by Sam Dann. In this episode, Howard Silva plays Stanley Morrison. He's a man who works for the research department of a company, but he is, as the time has gone on, the money that he's making is not keeping with the times. His wife is very much from an affluent family, and she is not used to cutting back on money at all. So as bills become tighter, he just becomes more stressed about money. They have to take out their membership to the local country club. They can't accept dinner dates with friends anymore because they don't feel like they can return the favor. And that's when one of Stanley Morrison's friends comes to tell him that he has an idea for how he can double his income. His friend starts to show him that he can become a hitman. He's already done it, and he's doing very well. Over time, they both start seeing the faces of the people that they've killed, and that guilt starts to wear on them. At first, they can kind of ignore it, and then they can't. It's almost like a telltale heart kind of thing, but it's a great episode. Definitely more in that supernatural realm. I don't think we've really talked about much with ghosts yet. Again, this is another Sam Dann episode. So he also talked about, we had recommended The Only Blood with Howard Silva, and then How to Kill Rudy and There's No Business Like were two other Sam Dann episodes that also had Howard Silva in it. And all of those episodes that Sam Dann wrote, they kind of have that common thread of, is this a reliable narrator? Are they losing their mind, or are they actually telling you about something that is in fact happening to them? And that's not a coincidence at all. Hyman Brown was an amazing producer, and he was constantly making up stories, writing them out in longhand. And he had a team of incredibly talented writers and incredibly talented actors that he surrounded himself with. CBS Radio Mystery Theater was 1,399 episodes long, and that was all written primarily by 6 writers. Sam Dann wrote 311 episodes of the show. He's probably one of my favorite writers, and just that's why you're going to end up hearing a lot of story suggestions from him. But they're all great, and they all have different kind of strengths. Ian Martin, Henry Slessor, they're kind of more sci-fi guys, and that's when Hyman Brown had more of a sci-fi story, it went to those guys. And it's pretty neat just to see that he knew everyone's strengths, and he knew how to take an idea and give it to the right people to see it through to the end. Again, CBS Radio Mystery Theater, The Moonlighter. Check it out. If you go on YouTube, I will have a link to every show, mainly thanks to Brad at mysteryshows.com. So I hope you enjoy it, and put in the comments, let me know what you think.